So the next part we're going to talk about some charity numbers that came in during their segment.
Yeah, we got a few more. It's going good. Let's see. We got Serb done another 20. He says, "Don't die, Alkali, or do. I'm not your supervisor." I don't. Please don't. No. Let's see. Telegraph donated as one of the drinking rules. Silence donated $20 with no comment, but thank you, Silence. Appreciate it. A lot of these are drinking rules actually because of the last segment. So. Let's see. Amanda donated another 20, saying for every 2 shots, Alkali has to drink. Xander and Drugger have to drink as well. We're just trying to get you all smashed and wasted.
As soon as possible.
Yeah. The charity thanks you. Your livers are going to be really mad at you.
2 a.m. drunk.
Yeah. Metal Fox donated another 50. He says, "Hey, fellow hosts, make a funny pose and let the audience take a screenshot."
Okay, so the thing about that was actually intended for you guys to be shocked and surprised. I totally forgot that they were reading what our messages were. And so they did it, and now your guys are, as a funny pose, is forever immortalized in our Twitter.
Yeah.
Near the top there. So we thank you. We have an excellent screenshot of some excellent poses and immortalized Alkali's belly.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was getting
powerful.
I think I like the dab of shame because not a lot of people have shame dabbing.
More people need to have shame while dabbing.
Yep. So, speaking of, it's our turn. So get into your silly poses and let's get into it.
I don't even know. I'm doing.
I didn't do it. I made the
I
thing,
don't know what
and
to do.
they did it, so now we got to do it as well. So get into your poses.
All right.
And don't rip your mics off.
I'm not gonna rip it.
Have
Another
my
dab of
feet.
shame.
I'm not
Have
gonna
my
rip
feet.
it.
There we go. I got you. Darling.
All right.
Look at this. Okay, take your screenshots. Thank you, social media team. Thank you, fans.
I love you.
Oh,
All right.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Is that what we look like?
Apparently.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
no.
Oh, no.
Wow, I was the least lame.
Yeah. All right. What else we got? Merchman donated another $10, and then Serb another 20. You didn't leave a comment.
I didn't leave a comment because I was in a hurry
Okay.
to make sure he did whatever I wanted him to do, which was to refill his booze, and he never got that new bottle of tequila.
Yeah, we tried to set them up in an infinite loop so that every time they did one thing, they'd have to take a shot, and they'd have to take another action to take another shot.
Yeah, we were not nice.
We were big braining that a little bit.
Sorry, you can take it out on us when we hopefully
When it's
see
our
you
turn,
in
I guess.
2021.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a year. So, yeah. So those are all the donations during the last stream, and just a reminder, this is our last panel coming up, so this is your last chance. If we break 10K, because we're super close. We are super close to that 10K amount, which would be insane. So we have some incentives. So Blue Husky, who is the wonderful AV tech guy who's been running all this stuff in the back stream. You saw his setup earlier.
Yeah, dancing with Dan.
Yeah, he was
DeVito.
dancing with Danny DeVito. Very good, yeah.
Lucky
Danny
guy.
DeVito was the star of the show.
Yes. So he will chug an entire mug of tequila?
Yeah.
Mug of
Is that-
tequila on camera so everyone can view it.
Yeah, all right.
He is
verified.
responsible. He waits until the end when there is no more need for him in case of technical disasters.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, we'll wait till the very end. And then I have an idea as well. So there's this hot sauce that Serb picked up, I don't even remember where. It's called Mad Dog 357.
Wait,
Is that the one?
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the name of it. But I think
this one?
That one.
Yeah.
That's
This
the one.
one
Why don't
from-
you read some of those labels?
Well, I'll start with the fact that it's from Leavenworth, which,
There we go.
if you're in Washington, you know Leavenworth is awesome. But
Great hot sauce shop.
some of these labels are pretty impressive. 750,000 Scoville, made with 650 million Scoville pepper extract.
Yeah?
This is a
I'm getting nervous about this now.
he's sweating. He's sweating already.
I'm actually starting to sweat a little
this
bit now.
literally
thinking about this.
comes with a bullet, and the intention of the bullet is you just take the tip of the bullet and you use that to cook with or to drink with.
Yeah.
I put a tip of a bullet in this in a Bloody Mary and I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, it's meant to be served by the toothpick tip. Yeah.
Yeah. There was this one year I made a bunch of very hot chicken wings for a particular Halloween
Oh,
party.
yeah, that was fun.
And 12 chicken wings and 2 gallons of milk, or was it 4?
I don't remember. An absurd amount.
It was whatever those big milk
Yeah.
things are. I don't know the unit of milk, but we had 2 of them, and it wasn't nearly enough for the amount of suffering that this caused.
I don't think
We had to leave our kitchen when we made these
Yeah.
because we basically pepper sprayed ourselves. How much of this are you gonna drink?
I'm gonna do a shot of that.
A shot.
I'm gonna do a shot. Yeah, a shot. A traditional American solo cup shot. Yep, there you go. Yeah.
Actual shot.
Actual shot.
Oh.
So, get that number up. Over 10,000. Or don't, and oh my god.
Either you have a choice.
We are $770-ish away.
Yeah, you missed me crying earlier when we broke like 8,000, but you'll get to see me cry when we break 10,000.
And it's going to be for a completely different reason.
Yeah.
His life is now in your hands.
Yeah.
Basically.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's going to be all that
It actually
this.
might be. So that's coming up. So get that number over the 10K mark.
Come on.
And a whole mug of tequila from Blue Husky. A whole shot of Mad Dog 57 from
Do
myself.
we know what type of tequila it's going to be?
I don't know. It's got good taste, though.
Is it going to be as nice
Blue
as...
Husky tequila.
Blue Husky tequila. Imagine if there was actually a tequila like that.
So what's our last panel?
Our last panel, I know it's getting kind of late, so wouldn't it be best for, like, just to, like, relax?
I think I could use that.
Right?
Yeah.
And, like, a nice bed and just, like, have, like, you just get a nice bedtime story going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would think our next panel is like perfect for that, right?
Absolutely. That would be very nice to just be calmly relaxed to sleep.
And like they're so good at like just de-stressing things and things like that. Our next panelist is Tigress, actually, right? Yeah. And
Tigress.
They're going to actually be reading us a wonderful bedtime story. And in fact, I believe that her daughter was also the mascot last year for Furvana, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who's best to read a bedtime story than a mother?
Yeah.
Right?
And then I believe her son Paz also helped out with the gaming department.
Oh yeah, he was a big help. He's always been a big help.
And she ran Constore.
Yeah.
With her newest little girl still inside.
Yes,
so
that's
that
right.
member of the family also helped.
Who's been born now?
This is a Furvana family.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And so I think that would be like the best thing for us right now. You know, it's getting late. You know,
I could use some chill out time.
some chill time
Before I have to take that shot of
Oh,
extremely
you can't go. Nah, that's gonna wake you right back up.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You know
you'll
that scene in Back to the Future where he takes the wake up juice?
Yeah.
This is way worse than that.
You'll be good to
no.
drive.
Yeah.
Before we get to that, since we have a little bit of time before we actually switch over, a question that I had posed up was, what is your favorite furry movie that's not Disney?
Oh, favorite furry movie.
That's not Disney. So automatically, anyone who's about to
Food
say
fight.
I got it.
What?
Food Fight.
What the
Food
what?
fight.
That
Food
movie
Fight.
is terrible. It's like one of the worst
Exactly.
movies of all time.
Exactly.
Right,
It
the
feels
question
accurate.
The answer to the question though is, what is your favorite? So it doesn't have to be good. It just
Right.
has to
Oh,
be
you
your
know what?
favorite.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna say the classic Animal Olympics, that old cartoon, because there's that one otter in there who's like, yeah, that guy. It's great, and that super trippy underwater scene with all the fish.
Yeah.
Right,
good.
what are both
What
of yours
about
before we...
Yeah.
Mine? Ants. That
Ants?
was...
Okay.
But
Oh.
okay, so Bugs Life was the Disney one. So we're not
Ants
doing
was the
Disney.
DreamWorks
Ants
one
was
with
the DreamWorks
Sylvester Stallone.
The Sylvester Stallone. That was mine.
Oh,
And Woody
okay.
Allen, right?
So I'll say
Yes.
real
Yeah.
fast. Mine was Chicken Run. I thought it was awesome.
Oh.
So and then sorry.
All right. Oh no.
Oh, right, you said food fight. Yeah,
Food
that's
fight.
right.
Food fight. Food fight.
Well,
Food
Tigress-
fight. Food fight.
Lull us to sleep tonight, will you?
Oh.
I saw it. Yep, I saw it.
I mean, of course, always keep something around. But I have some classics we're going to get to. If you haven't experienced some of these older books, they were a major part of my younger years. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, maybe too dark these days, huh? Oh, here's just the one to get started. So, I hope you're ready. Grab your cereal. Grab your pillows. Tonight we're going to start with Dragons Love Tacos. It was written by Adam Rubin and illustrated by Daniel Salmieri. Let's see. Make sure that we're... There we go. Oh, sorry. Hey kid, did you know that dragons love tacos? They love beef tacos and chicken tacos. They love really big, gigantic tacos. And teeny little baby tacos as well. Why do dragons love tacos? Maybe it's the smell from the sizzling pan. Maybe it's the crunch of the crispy tortillas. Maybe it's a secret. Either way, if you want to make friends with dragons, tacos are key. Hey dragon, why do you guys love tacos so much? But wait, as much as dragons love tacos, they hate spicy salsa even more. They hate spicy green salsa and spicy red salsa. They hate spicy chunky salsa and spicy smooth salsa. If the salsa is spicy, dragons can't stand it. In case you can't read that, that's No Spicy Salsa, A Guide to Dragon Cuisine by Alan Puff. Why do dragons hate spicy salsa? Well, just one drop of hot sauce makes a dragon's ears smoke. Just one single speck of hot pepper makes a dragon snort sparks. Spicy salsa gives dragons the tummy troubles. And when dragons get the tummy troubles, oh boy. If you want to make tacos for dragons, keep the toppings mild. Tomatoes, lettuce, cheese. These are all good toppings for tacos for dragons. Hey dragon, how do you feel about spicy taco toppings? Ooh. Dragons love parties. They like costume parties and pool parties. They like big, gigantic parties with accordions and tiny little parties with charades. Why do dragons love parties? Maybe it's the conversation. Maybe it's the dancing. Maybe it's the comforting sound of a good friend's laughter. The only thing dragons love more than parties or tacos is taco parties. Taco parties are parties with lots of tacos. If you want to have some dragons over for a taco party, you'll need buckets of tacos. Pant loads of tacos. The best way to judge is to get a boat and fill the boat with tacos. That's about how many tacos dragons need for a taco party. After all, dragons love tacos. Hey dragon, are you excited for the big taco party? Just remember, dragons hate spicy salsa. Before you host your taco party with dragons, get rid of all the spicy salsa. In fact, bury the spicy salsa in the backyard so the dragons can't find it. These dragons love your taco party. They love the music. They love the decorations. They especially love the tacos. Congratulations! It's a good thing you got rid of all that spicy... Wait a second. What are those little green things in the salsa? You didn't read the fine print? Totally mild salsa, now with spicy jalapeno peppers. Dragons, listen to me. Do not eat those tacos. Those little green specks in the salsa, those are jalapeno peppers. They are super spicy. I know you love tacos, dragons, but you are not going to love those tacos. Do not let those dragons eat those tacos. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Too late. Wah, wah. It's one of those moments. Why would dragons help you rebuild your house? Maybe they're good Samaritans. Maybe they feel bad for wrecking it. Maybe they're just in it for the taco breaks. After all, dragons love tacos. The end. So that is a classic in my household, in case you haven't heard it. Remember, bury the spicy salsa. Well, in case you didn't get enough dragons and tacos, just this year, they wrote a sequel. So that's coming up next. How are we doing? You need a little check? I need some water. Hydrate, don't dehydrate. That's straight from vinegar, my firstborn. This water brought to you by Kirkland Signature. Alright, friends, let's do it. Dragons love tacos too. Oh, goodness. Hello, Rose the dog. Come here. Come here. Oh, you want to come here? I think Rose the dog is curious about what I'm up to. In case you were watching our Fun Pet slideshow, she's the awesome one who rocked things like a yellow raincoat. Alright, dragons love tacos too. The sequel. Hey kid, why are all your dragon friends crying? They look so sad. Oh my, we've got to do something about this. The New York Times. No more tacos. World in shock. Emergency supplies depleted. Taco scientists baffled. Congress deadlocked on taco issue. Listen to me, dragons. Don't freak out. No wonder they're upset. Dragons love tacos. Remember that time we had an awesome taco party with dragons? There were so many tacos. Pant loads of tacos. Big tacos, little tacos, beef tacos, chicken tacos. And because of a totally honest mistake, I'm not blaming anyone here, there were also some spicy tacos. Unfortunately, spicy salsa gives dragons the tummy troubles, and when dragons get the tummy troubles, well, you know. But now, there are no more tacos. None. Nada. Nil. If only we could somehow go back in time to our delicious taco party, before the spicy salsa, of course. We could save a handful of tacos, plant them in the ground, and grow taco trees. So we'd never run out of tacos again. The dragons would be so happy. Well, I know we're not supposed to mess with it, but this does seem like the perfect opportunity to fire up that time machine in the garage. A time machine lets you travel through time. Back to the past when you were an itty-bitty baby, or forward to the future when you've grown to be an old man. Or, in our case, back to the taco party full of tacos. You know what? Let's drop into this gizmo and give it a whirl. Set the dial to taco party. Ready? Set. Hey, that's you from before. Weird. Well, there are plenty of tacos here. Let's just grab some and head back before the dragons eat any spicy... Uh-oh. Crunch. 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 Uh-oh. Yikes! I sure hope this time machine still works. Give the dial a little twist. We'll have to go a bit further back, this time before the dragons eat any spicy salsa. Ready? Set. Zam! We may have gone back a bit too far back. Crunch. 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 Oh boy, not again. This time machine has seen better days. Try some machine oil. That might do the trick. Wait a second. That's not machine oil. Ooh, machine oil brand salsa. Extra super duper spicy. This may complicate our journey through time. Zork. Dragons love diapers? That's not right. Let's try again. Oh. Tacos love dragons? Weird, but closer. One more time. Zam. Dragons love tacos. That's it. Dragons, quick! Grab some tacos and let's get out of here before it's too late! Crunch, 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 zam! We made it! Congratulations! Oh, come on. You saved one. Phew. We'll plant a tree and have tacos forever. The dragons will be so happy. After all, dragons love diapers. I mean, tacos. Dragons love tacos. I mean, heck, everyone loves tacos. Everyone. The end. Are we having fun yet? Alright, so we've covered the importance of dragons loving tacos. I think next up, let's see. So, I can't help it. I have to at least read one. I don't know if you guys have a favorite, but Where the Sidewalk Ends holds a very special place in my heart. Okay. One of my favorites is fun because it feels like you have to say it fast. And I'm by no means an expert here, but it's still a lot of fun. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. This is one I didn't practice for. Let's see. There we go. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Went for a ride in a flying shoe. Hooray, what fun! It's time we flew, said Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle was captain and Pickle was crew, and Tickle served coffee and mulligan stew. As higher and higher and higher they flew, Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, over the sun and beyond the blue. Hold on, stay in, I hope we do, cried Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, never returned to the world they knew, and nobody knows what's happened to dear Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Try saying that one 5 times fast. All right. Our next story is a fun one. This is a very old one. I'm going to show you. I actually have a picture of the author and the artist because they used to print their pictures on the back of books. So anyways, if you haven't heard of it, this is Serendipity, and it's from before I was born, back in the 1980s. So here's the back. Oh, right. Here you go. I just think that's neat. They've got this big old picture of them. So this is written by Stephen Cosgrove and illustrated by Robin James. It's that old. There, get you a little closer. Serendipity, the gift of finding valuables or riches not sought. Actually, maybe I'll try it like this time. How's that? That's kind of cool. I don't know if we can pull it off for the whole book. On an iceberg far south in the Antarctic sat an egg. It was no ordinary egg, for it was 4 feet wide and 8 feet tall and had a distinct pink shade to it. Nobody knew what it was. The penguins and seagulls that lived on the iceberg just assumed that it had been there for a long time. And it probably had. For years and years, the egg sat there, stuck in the ice. But then the iceberg began floating north. The days became warmer. Finally, the penguins and seagulls all packed and went back to the Antarctic because they liked it cold. The egg was left alone on an iceberg that was slowly melting. This way. One day, a curious thing happened. That egg that sat for so many years in the ice twisted and squirmed, crickled and cracked, and finally hatched. There, standing on wobbly legs and blinking her eyes in the bright sunshine, was heaven knows what. She was big, pink, and scared. I guess for all practical purposes, you could call her a sea serpent, though she really wasn't. Sorry, I guess we're running a little loud. She stood there for a while, just looking at everything there was to see. Suddenly, the iceberg rolled with a large wave, and she slipped and slid right into the water. She began floundering about, trying desperately to stay afloat, but since she was just hatched, she didn't know how to swim. She was making so much racket with her splashing and thrashing that a big, fat walrus swam over to see what all the commotion was about. "Who or what are you?" asked the walrus. "I don't know who or what I am," she cried, and with that she flipped herself upside down. She would have drowned right there had not the walrus held her afloat. As quickly as he could, the big fat walrus taught her how to swim. Try it like this again. There you go. "Well," said the walrus, "now that you've calmed down a bit, let's see if we can figure out just who you are." He slowly swam around her, for she was growing even as he was talking. You're too big to be a tuna and too small to be a whale. You have no feathers, so you can't be a bird. I just don't know what you are." She began to cry and cry. "I must be somebody. Why, I don't even have a name. I may not be able to figure out who or what you are, but I surely can give you a name. From now on, you shall be called Serendipity. As you cannot stay here all alone, you will come with me, for I am on my way to the island of Capri, where all the fishes of all the world are to meet. Possibly they can decide what you are and what you are to do." Since Serendipity had nowhere else to go, she set out with the walrus for the island of Capri. They swam and swam into the warmer waters of the Atlantic Ocean. Every day Serendipity grew just a little bigger until the walrus was constantly swimming in her shadow. One day, as they were hurrying on their way, they heard cries for help just over the horizon. The two of them quickly swam to investigate. There, right before them, was an aging dolphin trapped in a floating net. "How did you get caught in that net?" asked Serendipity. "I was swimming to the island of Capri," said the dolphin, "when a fisherman threw this net upon me. Now he has gone for help to load me into his boat." Serendipity turned to the walrus. "Should we try to help the old dolphin, or should we hurry on our way?" "Always help where you can, Serendipity," said the walrus, "and as your name suggests, you will always find valuable things you are not looking for." Serendipity agreed, and she and the walrus set about trying to free the dolphin. Let's see. But while they were busy at their task, the fisherman and his friend came back to their net. "What are you doing here?" shouted the fisherman. "Get away from my net." And with that he started to throw a large harpoon at the walrus, who was cutting the net with his tusks. Without thinking of her own safety, Serendipity swam over to the boat. With a mighty heave, she flipped it over, throwing the fisherman into the water. The fishermen were sputtering in the water, so Serendipity very carefully lifted them up and dropped them on the overturned boat, where they had hung on for dear life. In the meantime, the walrus had freed the old dolphin, and the three of them swam quickly away. "I am indebted to you," said the dolphin, as they rested for a moment. "You saved me from the fishermen." The dolphin looked at Serendipity for a moment and said, "I know the walrus, for he is a cousin of mine, but the likes of you I've never seen." "I don't know who or what I am," she said, "but the walrus is taking me to the island of Capri, where all the fishes of all the world are meeting. They will decide what I should do." "I, too, am on my way to Capri," said the dolphin, "but we must hurry, for we have a long journey and very little time." So once again, Serendipity, the walrus, and now the dolphin set out for the island of Capri. They had swam for over 2 days when suddenly the water began to turn dirty and brown. Paper cups and bottles bobbed in the sea around them. The farther they swam, the more garbage there seemed to be, and the oil floated freely on top of the water. "What is all this?" asked Serendipity. "Unfortunately," said the dolphin, "we must swim close to the land on our journey, and the land dwellers throw their garbage into the sea." By this time, they were unable to move at all because of all the garbage and junk floating on the water. "Would it not be wise to dive low and swim away from all this?" asked Serendipity. She looked a little silly, for she had a banana stuck on her nose. "No," said the walrus, "running away won't help the water or the fish that swim in it." Now, Serendipity over the past few days had grown bigger and bigger, till now she towered over the walrus and the dolphin. Because she was so big, she had more garbage and oil on her than the other two put together. To rid herself of all that dirt and grime, she began bobbing up and down in the water. By doing so, she created large waves that rolled onto the shore. Finally, she took one last dunk. She made such a large wave that it carried all the oil, all the garbage, and all the junk, and threw it right up on the shore and on top of all the land dwellers who had thrown it onto the sea to begin with. The dolphin and the walrus laughed and cheered to see all that garbage leave the sea. "Oh, Serendipity," chuckled the walrus. "I'm sure the land dwellers will think very hard before they throw garbage into the sea again." With the way clear before them, the walrus, the dolphin, and a proud Serendipity once again set off for the island of Capri. After a long and tiring journey, they finally arrived at the island of Capri. There they found all the fishes of all the world. It was quite a sight to see. There were giant whales, tiny shrimp, chunky tunas, and slippery salmon, just to name a few. "We must leave you now," said the walrus and the dolphin, "for we have much to do," and with that swam away from Serendipity into the milling crowds of fish. "Well," thought Serendipity, "I'm never going to find out who or what I am by staying here. I must move to the front and ask the leaders of all the fishes." She bumped and shoved her way to the front, and there, to her surprise, was the fat walrus and the old dolphin. "What are you doing here?" she asked. "We are the leaders of all the fishes," they answered. "But why hadn't you told me before? I've come all this way only to find that you were the ones who would tell me who or what I am," she cried. "Serendipity," said the dolphin. "We encountered many dangers on our trip here, and you overcame all of them. In doing so, you have discovered that you are brave and kind, and that is what you are." "As to who you are," said the walrus, "you are Serendipity, and like your name, you always gained riches that you did not seek." "That is all well and good," said Serendipity, "but now that I know who and what I am, what am I to do?" "As you are now the largest of all the fishes of all the world," said the walrus and the dolphin, "we hereby proclaim that you shall be the guardian of all the seas. It shall be your duty to protect the waters of the world from the land dwellers, and to make sure that the oceans stay clear and blue. If you ever throw your garbage in the ocean, lake, or sea, you'd better start to rowing, for there will be serendipity." The end. Oh my goodness, they even put a picture of themselves in the back of the book. So, that's Serendipity. There's, I wish I could remember the specifics of it, but there is a really awesome, cheesy cartoon that came out that I used to watch that's named the same, and it's about serendipity. It's different though, of course. It involves her interacting with humans. All right. Well, I think we've got time. Maybe? No, not tonight. for just a little more fun, maybe we'll find another poem, huh? Or some more Shel Silverstein, at least. I love to read, and I have lots of books. I think if I were a dragon, books would be my hoard. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's a fun one. Sorry. It's called True Story. You see that okay? All right. True story. This morning, I jumped on my horse and went out for a ride, and some wild outlaws chased me, and they shot me in the side. So I crawled into a wildcat's cave to find a place to hide. But some pirates found me sleeping there, and soon they had me tied to a pole and built a fire under me. I almost cried till a mermaid came and cut me loose and begged to be my bride. So I said I'd come back Wednesday, but I must admit I lied. Then I ran into a jungle swamp, but I forgot my guide, and I stepped into some quicksand, and no matter how I tried, I couldn't get out until I met a water snake named Clyde, who pulled me to some cannibals who planned to have me fried. But an eagle came and swooped me up, and though the air was through the air we flied, but he dropped me in a boiling lake 1,000 miles wide. And you'll never guess what I did then. I died. You know, the important things. Truth and very true stories. Oh, here we go. Well, I think we're just about to the end, my friends. I do have, more Shel Silverstein, of course. Oh, yeah. Maybe not that one. I like this one. I Won't Hatch. Ignore the dancing pants. Maybe I'll read the dancing pants too. But we'll start with I Won't Hatch. Oh, I am a chickie who lives in an egg, but I will not hatch, I will not hatch. The hens they all cackle, the roosters all beg, but I will not hatch, I will not hatch. For I hear all the talk of pollution and war, as the people all shout and the airplanes roar. So I'm staying in here where it's safe and warm, and I will not hatch. Well, I think I've read all I'm gonna read tonight, my friends. Just as a quick review, we had Tigress, in case you missed out on that one. It was featuring some beautiful watercolor art. And we've been reading some Shel Silverstein, Where the Sidewalk Ends. We had, of course, Dragons Love Tacos, followed by Dragons Love Tacos 2. We even had some Serendipity. Oh, of course, written by these folks. Thanks for joining me. We've been relaxing. I've got my cool space PJs on. We've got cats and tacos. Gotta have tacos if you're gonna have dragons, right? And I thought this would be fun to feature in case you missed out on Furvana 2019. We had these fabulous helping bucks, and of course I had to save mine. Beautifully, beautifully done. Whoop-a-doo. Yay. And I mean, oh my god. Sorry, I wanted to show you one more book. I'm very excited. Oh, maybe I should rock my Luna hat. So this is a very special book that I am proud to say I purchased from the author himself at a book signing at a wonderful comic book store that unfortunately with this miserable virus didn't make it. Anyways, so the author is also the artist. He is an incredible artist, and he drew this of my beloved, wrong way, Rose the dog, in her full-blown Sith attire. But it's called Field Notes, an ecological journey of nature's marvels. And I just wanted to show you a couple of things out of here because it's so much fun. Like the flora and fauna of Gotham City. Batman's my favorite, so I'm a sucker for anything to do with Gotham. Oh. So, let's see, like that. Isn't that fun? I could spend forever just thumbing through this book and reading about our furry neighbors. Oh, here's a Wolverine. Fun fact, Wolverines were my high school mascot. Rawr. Oh, we've got falcons and house cats. Of course, I mean, you know. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I just love it. So this is a great book to relax with and go to sleep. Oh, okay, one more, sorry. Turtles in a half shell, turtle power. So, Field Notes. Thanks, Jeff Carpenter. Love the book. All right, my friends, I think I'll hand it off to our wonderful hosts who are going to close us out for the night and hopefully get some sleep. This is Tigress signing off.